G'day folks, today I've come out to see if I can catch myself a feed of yabbies. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now yabbying videos for me have been a little bit few and far between this spring. This time last spring I was catching yabbies left, right and centre, but this spring has been much cooler and much wetter and the conditions haven't been great for yabbying. At the moment there's major flooding everywhere and so many of my dams have actually got water flowing through them. Not just filled up like this one, but some of them have got little creeks running in and out. This one hasn't got a creek running in or out of it, but it is full. It's chock-a-block, and I'm hoping that by not having a creek running in and out of it, it just might help the yabbying situation. Anyway, I'm yabbying. I've got 3 open-top lift nets, and they're baited up with flies by the look of it. Redfin heads and backbones and offcuts. Bits and pieces of some magnificent redfin that I've been eating recently. Now here in Victoria you're allowed to use redfin bits and pieces for bait, but I've got a funny feeling that in New South Wales you're not actually allowed to use redfin for bait. So if you're going yabbying, just check with your rules and regulations before you go. Anyway, let's throw the nets into the dam and see if there's any yabbies biting in all this fresh water. Now net number 1, I'm just going to put in this end of the dam here. Net number 2, I'm going to just put about halfway along the side of the dam. And net number 3, I'm going to put that up here in this corner. I haven't thrown it out all that far because the dam is full and it's quite a steep sided dam, so that's in quite deep water there, even close to the edge. Right, now all 3 nets are in. I don't know how this is going to go. This could go pear-shaped. I could catch heaps or I could catch none. Okay, it's time to check the nets. Here we go, and yes, I have a yabby. I have 4 yabbies, but I have 1 big one and 3 little ones. Yes, I'm on the board. I better go and get my bucket organised. Now, there are 4 in there. 1 there, 2 little ones, and 1 big black one. So I'm going to put that there so they can get in the water. I'm going to go and get a bucket organised because I wasn't expecting that. And then if the little ones are gone, that's okay because I'm going to put them back anyway. Right, I didn't have a bucket with me because I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that to happen. I thought if I'm lucky I might catch 1 or 2 for the whole afternoon. To get 4 in the first pull, well that's terrific. This one's a bit on the small side. The other 2 must have got out. I know there's 1 down there in the corner. 1 of them must have got out. How do I get him out without getting me finger bitten? He's half out. But you got yourself into a situation. Here we go. Here we go. And I threw 2 back, put 1 in the bucket, and 1 must have got itself back. Beauty! Right, I can go back out there. And I'll go check the other 2 nets, and I am happy. Hello, wood duck. Gone. Your expectations are high now that I had success in the first net. Better not be an omen and have nothing in the other nets. No, look at them all. There's a few. There's 4, but they're too small. That's a bit too small. This one, yeah, look, he'll do for now. I'd like to hopefully be able to throw him back a bit later. He's a bit on the small side. And that one's a bit on the small side. Well, I've caught 8, but I've only got 1 big enough to keep. Oops, standing on the rope again. On the rope again. I was standing on the rope again. Take 2. That's better. 4 each net seems to be the order of the day, doesn't it? What about this one? 1. 4, 4 and 1, and he's not big enough. Right, the good news is I've found some yabbies and they're on the bite. I've caught 9. The bad news is that of those 9, only 1 of them was a good enough size. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get a few today, but maybe not a lot of big ones. See you later, mate. I'll put it out a bit further this time. The mosquitoes here are insane today. Well, I've kept 2 so far. He's, I'd rather bigger. This one's a nice yabby. Nothing wrong with that one. A dozen of them I'd be happy. He's still not a huge yabby, but for a forest dam like this, he's not too bad. Righto, it's time to check, and they've been in about 40 minutes. Now, I've strategically left the bucket over there. Bit of reverse psychology. If I'm not prepared, I'll catch more. Now, I'm keeping a running tally. I've caught 9 and I've kept 2. 9 and 2. What have we got here? And looks like we're still sitting on 9 and 2. Now, that's very disappointing. I might move this over that side of the dam and see if that helps. After the first check, which was about the same time frame, that was actually very disappointing. Well, hopefully this net does better than the last one did. And it's only got to catch one to do better, and it hasn't even done that. How does that even work? How do you get 9 the first time around and then none the next time? I'll throw it out further. See how that goes. Maybe I caught all 9 yabbies in the dam in the first go. Have I got any? 1! He's actually going to go in the bucket too. So I've managed to... I caught 1. I'll throw the net back with my left hand and see how that goes. Oh, look at that, like a pro. Threw it better with my left hand than I do with my right hand. Mate, you've got to have me meat in your mouth. He's still got the meat in his mouth. He's not big, but he's... I put him in the bucket for now, although after that little check of the nets, I've got a funny feeling I'm not going to be keeping any yabbies today. Right, I'm up to 10. There's no need to reach for the grass yet. There's only 3 in there. They won't kill each other. Caught 10, kept 3. Caught 10 and 9 of which came in the first check of the nets. Anyway, I might give them an hour this time and see how that goes. Right, I'm back. Look at all the bees. It's been about an hour since I checked it last. Can I improve or build on my tally of 10? One little one. He's way too small. Well, I'll build on my tally of 10. I'm up to 11. They didn't come out of the gates like a fully primed racehorse. Caught 8 in my first check. And then they 4 in the first net, but 8 in the first round of nets. And then they really slowed down. I might move this down there actually. Right, I might just throw this just near the edge and see how that goes. Right on net number 2, don't let me down. Come on, come through with the goods. Nothing. This is really bad. I'll try this a bit shallower as well. Righto. Will net number 3 save us? Yes, it will. Oh, look at them all. Hey, isn't that amazing? I might keep a couple of them. They're not big, but I might have to make them big enough. I'll get my bucket and do a bit of a count. Right. 1, 2. I can go back in the dam. 3, 4. I can go back as well. 5, 6. He can go back. 6. So there was 6 in that net. I kept 3 and put 3 back. Is that right? I think so. 6 in the net and I kept 3 and put 3 back. Let's put the net back in. We better make that 7 in the net. I missed one. I just went to throw the net back in. And there's a little yabby still in it. So there was 7 in the net. I released 4 and kept 3. I can't remember. Oh. I was further out than that. I always stand on the rope. I can't remember how far out it was, but I do now. Because I threw it with my left hand, if I remember rightly. Right, so the mozzies are bad. So I kept 3, 4 back, 7 in the net. I better add that to my tally. There we are, that's the tally. I've caught 18, I've kept 6, and I've thrown back 12. Normally a dozen, sort of like a benchmark. I like a dozen or so, but these aren't overly big. They're not too bad. I haven't decided yet. Look, I'm not going to make the call on whether I'm likely to keep them or not. I'll wait and see what happens in the last check. But it's not looking like I'll be going home with a feed. Righto, time for the final check. This time I'm taking the nets out. The tally as it stands is 18 yabbies, 6 keepers, 12 throwbacks. Can we catch 7 more? Can we get 25 and make it an even quarter of a century? Let's find out. We're off to a bad start because there ain't nothing in that net. Right, net number 2. Tally's still 18. And it's still 18. This has been a crazy afternoon. This has been a crazy afternoon. Checking the nets. The first net 4, then 1, then none, then none, then 1, then none, then none, then 7. It's been ridiculous. Talk about hot and cold. This is the net that had 7 in it last time. Oh look, it's got 4 in it. There's might be more than 4, I think. What I might do, I'm going to put them all back. Say I've got 4. There's 4 in there. I'm going to put them in the bucket because in my last yabbying video I got some slow motion of them falling out of the bucket and it was a bit of a success. A lot of people got a bit of a laugh out of it. So you guys are about to become actors in slow motion. Right, now before anything I've got to get the all important cover shot. Right, cue the dramatic music now. I didn't hit the yabby jackpot this time, but I did catch 22 yabbies and I had a lot of fun, and that's the most important thing on any fishing trip. It's all about fun, and I'm going to come out and try again soon, but I'll try a different dam and then a different dam after that, and eventually I will hit the jackpot. Thank you all very much for watching.